can find my family and friends, and I won't have to worry about trouble after a while. Whoa, yeah, after a while. After a while. After a while. Soon be over. I'm gonna sing.
I'm just so very happy to celebrate our, what can I say, landmark season this year and bring James Baldwin back to the stage to continue to propagate his phenomenal legacy to the artists that I work with here and to the community. So thank you for being here to share, to find out more about who is James Baldwin.
Art has to be a kind of confession. I don't mean a true confession in the sense of that dreary magazine. The effort, it seems to me, is if you can examine and face your life, you can discover the terms to which they are connected to other lives and to other people. That's an interview with Studs Terkel. Love does not begin and end the way we seem to think it does. Love is a battle. Love is a war. Love is growing up. And although he lived much of his life, not in this country but in other countries, he said, and I quote, "I love America more than any other country in the world. And exactly for this reason, I insist on the right to criticize her perpetually." That is also love.
I want to draw special attention to Baldwin's perspectives on the importance of understanding history and constantly interrogating both personal and collective identity if we're going to achieve sustainable human progress. I believe his assessments are especially useful in today's environment where the flames of human discord are being actively fanned by public figures who openly trumpet racism and xenophobia.
Hearing and rehearing Mr. Baldwin's words, it was that theme of seeking and finding oneself as an individual that stood out for me. What happens when we go beneath our protective layers of who we think we are and discover our true selves?
Everyone said, well, what is it about this play? What is it about this play? As a director, it's taken me this production to find out exactly what the heart and soul of the play is. Basically, it's a love story. Mm-hmm. And one of Sister Margaret's lines, one of my phrases, it's a wonderful thing and a horrible thing how true love never dies. Mm-hmm. That is what the play is about.
Also, most powerfully, for me, the theme of self-love, that is the necessity of discovering oneself as an individual.
Preach.
In the play, the son is young, and so he's actively seeking self-knowledge. That's the job of young people. Sister Margaret, the primary character, has an arc of self-discovery as well, but her arc is more painful.
Lord, give me strength.
But Baldwin reminds us in The Fire Next Time, people who, and I'm quoting Baldwin here, people who cannot suffer, cannot grow up, can never discover who they are.
But what about our boy? You want him living the kind of life you live? You want to see him end up old and empty-handed?
I don't care what kind of life he lives, long as it's his life. Not mine, not his mama's, but his own.
The father says, son, don't try to get away from the things that hurt you.
The things that hurt you, sometimes that's all you got.
You got to learn to live with those things and use them.
So let me give you an example. We all remember studying William Shakespeare in high school, right? Let's say that one of the objectives of a unit of study on Shakespeare's life and work was to learn about the basic elements of a play. And you can correct me if I get this wrong, but theme, plot, characters, language, right? Okay, that's some of them. Well, instead of reading about Macbeth, which may not be relevant to students' lives, why not read the Amen Corner, where students can experience their reality? Teenagers struggle for independence, drug and alcohol abuse, gender roles, as they are completing the objectives of the unit. Using this strategy anchors the curriculum in the everyday lives of students, which is another characteristic of culturally responsive teaching, and can lead to improved academic achievement for all students.
I went backstage and grabbed from my dressing room table a mirror. On one side, the image is normal, and on the other side, the image is magnified. To me, that's Baldwin. In his nonfiction, he magnifies the landscape of history and social history, but the personal, the call for personal responsibility to heal society is still there. In his fiction, and we can use the Amen Corner as an example, the personal is magnified. Relationships, individual stories, memories, but the social context is there. It's always there. Listen to some of these characters talk in the Amen Corner. Our church is poor, Sister Margaret. Or another one, the little money we scrapes together by the sweat of our brow. Or another one, you be in the woman's kitchen, and we know who the woman is. Oh, yeah.
The foundation of what you see in the Amen Corner and the love and hope that the mother have for this young boy who all he has known was what grandmama and granddaddy and mama has told him to do all his life. And now he wants to find his identity, and it kind of, what can I say, expresses the way James Baldwin felt about himself. About he came from a very religious background, and he was different, and he always knew he was different. He wanted more, he always knew he wanted more. And he finally made his life to the place where he was able to express himself, and the world is better for it.
In the Amen Corner, and indeed, I think in all of Baldwin's work, after all has been said and done, Baldwin dares us to love thoroughly, wholly, and completely.
Amen. Kudos to James Baldwin and all the phenomenal work he has done, and I am so very privileged to be able to be a part of propagating his legacy throughout generations.
Bravo.